I think what the visit did for us as civil society organizations is that for the first time we were able to meet with government authorities in Dubai and other service providers, like, for example, the Dubai Foundation and the Middle East Center, doing a lot of work for migrant workers and especially for low skilled and low wage migrant workers who are in distressed situations, even though a key topic was on human trafficking or labor trafficking. I think what also surfaced was the large numbers of undocumented workers, not only from Sri Lanka but from our sub-region, who have not been given their fundamental rights just because they have been labeled as undocumented migrant workers. It is not right for our governments to ignore this big labor group who come to these countries as undocumented migrant workers. They come using that channel for a particular reason. It probably is because of the corruption in the recruitment practice in our own countries, and they want to bypass that. It is probably because there are local regulations put on workers, especially women workers, barring them or restricting them from traveling for work. For example, in my country, there is what is called the Family Background Report that is imposed on women migrant workers only, not male migrant workers, but women migrant workers only. And there are so many restrictions in that. So therefore, women try to bypass that system and come to a country like Dubai or the UAE to find employment, to find alternative ways of earning an income, because they don't have that benefit in our country. So I think these are some of the reasons, and I think also the very fact that now that we learned firsthand on the ground here in the destination country how some of these workers are treated and what facilities are available for them, we can go back home and tell other authorities, look, what you're doing is wrong. You have not connected with the local authorities in the destination countries, the labor authorities in the destination countries. And if you connect with them, then this whole undocumented status can be corrected. So I think that was the key learning for me personally. And there is a lot of work. There is a lot of work that needs to be done, and I think whilst the iron is hot, we need to get down to work, and also challenge the consulate office, our consulate office. In my view, they are very passive. They are very, very passive. They're not doing enough for the migrant worker community, the Sri Lankan migrant worker community in Dubai, so they need to up their game as well, get more engaged with migrant workers rather than compartmentalizing, them into you're undocumented, therefore I can't treat you. If you are a documented migrant worker, I may be able to treat you. That's a wrong notion, absolutely wrong notion. We are all human beings. We are all coming from one country, and then if you are coming from one country, you have a responsibility to safeguard the interests, to protect the interests of the migrant worker societies.
Yes.